The ceiling above me was white, too white, sterile, quiet, except for the beeping. Beep, beep, beep. A machine marked time I couldn't remember losing. The burns itched. A nurse said I was lucky. I wanted to laugh. Then she walked in, eyes red, lips trembling. My wife. She took my hand like it meant something, whispered, "She didn't make it. Our daughter. You're the only one who survived." She broke. Tears, a sob in her throat. But the moment she turned to leave, her hand fell from mine too easily, too rehearsed. She didn't look back, not once. The door shut. I stared at it for minutes. Hours? Time had become elastic. Our daughter was gone. Gone. But something inside me said no. It didn't scream, it whispered. A wrong note. A subtle tension in her voice. Not grief. Not devastation. Relief. That was the word that lived beneath her tears. Relief. I closed my eyes. I could still see smoke. The flicker of orange against the nursery wall. Screams swallowed by the cracking wood. But I didn't remember hearing my daughter cry. I didn't remember trying to save her. And if I had made it out alive, why couldn't I feel the cost? Why did my wife cry like a woman afraid of being believed? I kept quiet. That's the part that mattered. The next day I asked for my phone. Password had changed. She said it was broken. I smiled. She brought me her own. Let me rest. When she left, I used the hospital's visitor computer, searched the fire report. The room where our daughter slept? Untouched. The source of the fire? The garage. Gasoline. Deliberate. Intentional. My hands didn't shake. I read every line like it was a script I'd seen before. She'd told them I passed out carrying our daughter toward the front door. But the fireman said no one else was found inside. No child, no body, no evidence of death. Just me, alone, and soot. I requested a detective visit under the guise of needing details for insurance. The man they sent wore quiet shoes. He waited until she left for coffee, then he leaned close. "Sir, I need to tell you the truth." His voice was low, measured. "We believe your daughter's alive." He laid it out like a confession. A neighbor's doorbell camera caught my wife leaving the house minutes before the fire, with a child, wrapped in a blanket, asleep or unconscious. She placed her in a car, drove off, returned alone. 15 minutes later, the house burned. They were investigating, quietly. Did I know anyone who would want to harm me? No. But I knew someone who wanted to keep me quiet. A will I updated 3 months prior. She didn't know it had changed. Everything would have gone to our daughter, not her. But if our daughter was gone, it reverted to the spouse, to the one who cried and lied. That night she returned with soup, sat beside me, talked about moving forward. I watched her face, noticed how easily she smiled when she thought she had won. I nodded, said thank you, took the spoon. Inside, I imagined the moment she would fall. 2 days later, I asked her to bring my lawyer, told her I wanted to amend the will again. She lit up, said it was smart. While she made calls in the hallway, the detective returned, with a flash drive, footage, time-stamped, the child, the blanket, her car, her hands. I watched it 3 times, then once more. Later that afternoon, I printed the images, put them in a white envelope. I didn't hand it to her. I placed it on her pillow. When she entered, I was already standing, dressed, packed. Her face twisted when she saw it. She reached for me, voice shaking. "What is this?" I said nothing. She opened it, saw herself, her lies, and my silence. She collapsed to her knees. I didn't comfort her. I didn't rage. I just stepped over her, like the wreckage she'd become. She sobbed the way people do when their illusions shatter. Ugly. Animal. I didn't flinch. I walked outside, into the cold, unfiltered light of morning. The detective was waiting at the curb. He asked if I was okay. Not yet, I said. But I will be. I burned in that fire, but she's the one who's ashes now.